Hey there, it's Tom Corsinals, and right now I want to show you some really cool things about categories and the bestsellers list on Amazon that I think you need to know about and you need to use to market your books effectively, and you have to understand them, obviously, to use them. So this is just some random book I pulled up, the Drop 10 Diet Cookbook, and just to illustrate how this all works here. So this book is number 716 in the paid Kindle store, which means it's selling a lot of copies, thousands of copies. And then you can see it's number 1 in this category, number 1 in this category, and number 3 in this category. So if you click at the categories here, you'll come up to the category page. And in the category page, you'll see it's number 1 in the category, but you'll also see this hot new releases section here. And there's also a top rated section here, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But right now we're going to talk about hot new releases. So hot new release is basically any book that's come out in the last 30 days that is selling better than any other book in that category that's come out in that same period of time. So it only counts sales of books for the first 30 days. So you have to have your book has to be new to be eligible to be a hot new release. And it has to be the best-selling book in that group of books that are new in this category. So this is a low-fat diets category, and here it's the leftmost book in that category, which means it's the number 1 hot new release. So this is the number 2 hot new release of this category, and this is the number 3 hot new release. So if you want to get on the hot new releases section of the low-fat diets category right now as I'm recording this video, then you don't really have to worry about the Drop 10 Diet Cookbook. What you need to worry about is this book right here called Juicing Recipes for Weight Loss. So if I click that book, I'm going to see what their sales rank is on Amazon. So the sales rank is 14,338. So if you came out with a brand new book today in this category of low-fat diets, and your rank was 14,337, one rank better than this book, then you would actually be the hot new releases. You would knock this one out of the rankings, and you would be in hot new releases. So that's what you want to do. Ideally, you want to find categories for your book that you can dominate, that you can become a hot new release in. So that way you're going to get exposure on the category page, way at the top of the category page. So these books get way more clicks and way more traffic and way more sales than other books in the category because they're prominently featured on Amazon. Also, Amazon will send out emails. If you've seen the Amazon emails that promote new books on a regular basis, well, you have to be a hot new release in order to make it onto those emails for the brand new books that are really hot. So hot new releases also gives you a chance for Amazon to promote your book much, much more heavily. So highly recommend when you're picking your categories, when you're looking at your categories, check out the hot new releases section and look at the third book in that category and the hot new releases section right here, and then check out the sales rank for that book, and then try to figure out, hey, can I get enough sales to make 14,000 in the paid Kindle store? So to give you an idea, I think you probably need about 50 or 60 sales in a day or two or in a week, in the first week for sure, to get to this kind of range of ranking. So if you think you can get 50, 60 sales really quickly, and you can beat this book in this category and get in the hot new releases section. And the thing with hot new releases is that once you're featured as a hot new release, you're much more likely to get much more sales. It's kind of like a virtuous cycle where once you get there, you get more sales and you tend to stay there. So it's really awesome if you can get featured in the hot new releases section, and it's a really powerful marketing strategy. So that's why you want to focus all your marketing that first couple of days or that first week when your book first comes out, so that you can feature yourself in the hot new releases section. Okay, so that's hot new releases. So again, basically you're just going to get huge exposure if you make it at hot new releases. And one more thing you have to understand about this is that it doesn't count for free books. So if you're doing a free promotion, you could actually have a book featured in hot new releases, and as soon as you change it to free, it will drop out because it only counts books that are in the paid, that are paid. So it only counts paid books for hot new releases. So understand that it has to be a paid book, and it has to be paid sales to make it in hot new releases. It updates hourly, so every time the sales rank updates, the hot new releases will update as well. So if 1 hour you're above this book, then you'll make it hot new releases, and the next hour they get above you, then they'll make it back on hot new releases. So understand that it changes hourly, so you have to keep your sales rank high to stay on hot new releases. Now the other thing about hot new releases is that you can rank for hot new releases in multiple categories. So again, this book, the Drop 10 Diet Cookbook, is hot new releases in healthy cooking as well. It's also hot new releases in the books, the low-fat diet books. But then if you go up here to diet and weight loss books, it's also hot new releases in there. And if you go to health, fitness, and dieting, see, it's also hot new releases in health, fitness, and dieting, which is like the major meta category. This is a huge category, health, fitness, and dieting, all health, fitness, and dieting books. Like there's tens and thousands or hundreds of thousands of books in this category. So that's huge. So once you get on the hot new releases for your initial category that you've chosen, like low-fat diets, then you can also increase your sales ranking and make it on the hot new releases in the parent categories as well, which is going to be more and more exposure. So this book is probably featured on anywhere from 15 to 20 or so bestsellers lists of the hot new releases, because there's different category bestsellers lists for Kindle books and for books, and there's different parent categories as well. So there's low-fat diets, and then there's cookbooks, and then there's health, fitness, and dieting. There's all these different parent categories that all kind of, like those little Russian dolls that you put one inside the other, inside the other, inside the other, inside the other. That's kind of how categories work. So you start at the smallest category. When you dominate that category, then you have a chance to go on to the next category, the parent category, and dominate that category, and then the parent category above that, and the parent category above that, until you get to, all books on Kindle or all books on Amazon. And then you see here, the Drop 10 Diet Cookbook is still hot new releases for all books on the entire Amazon store, and that's like unbelievable. If you can get up here in the hot new releases, I mean, you're talking about thousands of sales a month just by being featured in the hot new releases section of all books on Amazon. So that's how hot new releases work. It's a really powerful way to market your book if you can get there. So if you don't know how to get there, it's hard to. But once you understand how it works, you can calculate the sales rank like I just showed you, and kind of understand how many books do you need to sell to make it to the hot new releases. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to talk about here is there's a couple ones. So there's most wished for. It's also a big feature on Amazon. So if your book is the most wished for, that means customers actually have to go to your book page and say, hey, I want this book on my wish list. The more people that do that, the more likely you're going to get most wished for. Again, it's ranked number 1 on the left, number 2 in the middle, number 3 on the right. And then gift ideas, to say, hey, these books are selling really well, and a lot of people like to give them to other people. So these are the books that are most oftenly gifted to other customers. So if you look at any book page, you can gift a book to a customer. On a Kindle page, you click give as a gift, and if you give a book as a gift, the more a book is given out as a gift, the more likely it is to be featured in that gift ideas section. And then the other section that's really important as well is the top rated category. So this top rated feature features the books which have the most number of 5 and 4-star ratings. So these are generally only books that have like a 5 or a 4.5 star rating. So you see this book has 440 reviews, and see they're almost all 5-star reviews. See, 76% are 5-star reviews, and then a lot of 4-star reviews and very few 3 or 2 or 1-star reviews. So if you get tons and tons of reviews on your book, or if you're in a small category that doesn't have a lot of competition, then you can be featured in the top rated section as well. So all of these are ways that you can get additional marketing for your book if you understand how they work. So it's hot new releases, top rated, gift ideas, and most wished for. So those are the special rankings and the category sections that you can use to market your book even more and get more exposure. So I hope you enjoyed it, and go out there and become a hot new release. All right, take care.